I want you to picture a massive bridge spanning across history. On one side, you've got these ancient, foundational spiritual titans. And on the other side, well, there's you, sitting there right now looking at a glowing screen. Today, we're going to explore the unexpected and honestly pretty heavy spiritual weight of modern technology.
So let me hit you with this right out of the gate. What if you are currently ignoring the exact tools that history's greatest prophets dreamed of having? It's a pretty profound way to frame things, right? This whole explainer is built entirely around this one concept of overlooked spiritual privileges. See, as modern believers, we possess something incredibly valuable, something that the historical, foundational figures of faith literally desperately wanted but just couldn't access.
Let's dive right into Section 1, the prophet's unfulfilled desire. Now, to really visualize this point, we have to look backward. The whole argument here is grounded in Matthew 13:17, which says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them." These ancient figures fully understood that our present day was going to be absolutely incredible. They desperately wanted to see it and experience it for themselves, but they couldn't. Just picture these specific names for a second. Abraham, Noah, Isaac, Jacob, David. You know, it's incredibly common for us to sit back and think, man, I wish I lived in the times of Abraham or David. Life would have been so much simpler. My faith would be so much stronger. But here is the great irony in that. We wish we lived in their times, but they actually longed for the tools available in ours. They desired to see the very things we have right in front of us today. When you put it side by side, it creates a stark, almost jarring contrast. On one hand, you have the ancient prophets, figures who completely lacked access but desperately longed to see and hear what we do. And on the other hand, you have the modern believer, us. We have unprecedented access, yet we so often just push it aside. We are living in a highly enviable timeline, literally blessed with freely available tools, which creates this tragic gap between ancient desire and modern apathy.
And that brings us to Section 2, our modern privilege.
So this gap between what the ancients lacked and what we have, it is tied directly to the devices sitting in our hands right now. Think about the absolute avalanche of modern resources we have. We're talking dozens of Bible translations, thousands of deep theological commentaries, instant digital teachings, smartphones, global internet access, and highly specialized apps. God has allowed this massive volume of spiritual tools to exist so we can know Him deeply. That is a reality completely unimaginable to the prophets of the past. But here is where everything kind of pivots, and we get this striking visual. Those who had it did not use it, and those who did not have it longed for it. This is a dangerous reality. It's honestly the ultimate tragedy, right? The exact resources that the ancients wept for are now sitting in the pockets of a generation that largely neglects them. Which naturally leads us to Section 3, a serious spiritual problem. This brings us to a very serious warning. Are we allowing Satan to use technology to distract us from the goodness of God? It's like a record scratch moment where we really have to confront the dual nature of our digital world. The exact same device that holds every theological commentary ever written also holds infinite, mind-numbing distractions. And the sad truth is, many people are simply not using these tools to draw closer to their faith. Because, look, technology itself, it's just a neutral multiplier. On one side, it can be a tool for connection, something allowed by God to help us become more knowledgeable and move faster toward Him. Or on the flip side, it can be a tool for distraction, wasted on things that just don't profit the soul, actively pulling us away. The device isn't the problem at all. The problem is entirely in how we choose to wield it. Now let's move into our final part, Section 4, Technology, Purpose, and Accountability.
Okay, so if technology is just a neutral multiplier, then the end user, that's us, holds the ultimate spiritual responsibility. Do not blame God for technology. You absolutely cannot get to the end of your life and blame God for allowing smartphones to exist and distract you. We have to take ownership here. The proper response to looking at these incredible tools isn't resentment. It's immense gratitude.
So, to avoid the whole trap of distraction, we need to build a purposeful digital life. And the text lays out 3 clear steps. Step 1, use technology to preach and teach. Step 2, use it to grow in the knowledge of God. And Step 3, use it to live righteous lives that actually bring honor. By actively choosing these steps, we literally honor the longing of those ancient prophets. We stop misusing our access, and we finally start living up to our modern privilege. Just visualize having every spiritual resource history ever dreamed of sitting right there in your pocket. It leaves us with one final, unavoidable accountability check. When you stand before God, what will you say if He asks, "What did you use what I gave you for?" It's a profoundly deep question about our digital legacy, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this helps you look at your modern screens in a whole new light.